Hello, the name is Eon. You know, like the word that means a large amount of time, or an anagram for one, or I guess also an anagram for Neo if you're into weird movies about people trapped in an alternate reality. Anyways, this is me, and this is my life. I'm always tired and drowsy for some reason, and it seems to interfere with my daily life and activities. It even interferes with school, hindering my productivity and attention in lecture. I guess I sometimes wonder if there's anything wrong with me. I'm sorry, but it seems that everyone else around me lives life this way too, so it must be a normal thing. However, one day I ran into someone, an encounter that would forever change my view in the way I spend my waking hours, or perhaps more importantly, the way I spend my not so waking hours. Alright. Oh, hello?
Hello, Eon. I have been following you for eons.
Did you just...
Anyways, I think you have the ability to break free from this world. And if you're interested, I'll give you instructions on where to meet up.
Alright, this is kind of weird and makes no sense at all, but who cares about the premise of a story anyways? I accept your offer.
Cool. See you there. Hello, Eon. Glad to see you made it. My name is More Sleepless.
Really? More Sleepless? Come on, is this a pun on the name Morpheus?
Says the guy whose name is an anagram of Neo.
Fair enough.
Anyways, are you up for learning the truth about the world in which you live? Are you sick of always being tired and drowsy to the point where it interferes with your productivity and alertness? If so, pick...
Yeah, I get it. I've seen The Matrix too, you know. Just give me the red one. Tastes like a Jolly Rancher.
Here we are. Welcome to reality.
Oh man, why are there so many hats on me? It's weighing me down.
Precisely. Those hats represent your sleep debt. The more you have, the more you're weighed down by it. You don't get much sleep, don't you?
I actually got 8 hours of sleep last night, so I think your theory might be false.
No, that doesn't really matter. You've been spending months and months sleeping about 5 hours a night, and all that lost sleep accumulates.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No worries. I'll explain. Let's go back many months to when you first came to college. You didn't have much sleep debt since you slept like a baby during the summer. But every night that you lost sleep here, that lost sleep accumulated on your brain.
At 4 hours of sleep, it should be okay.
Since you kept up this horrible sleep schedule, night after night, you just accumulated more and more sleep debt. Although you didn't know it, it is this sleep debt that has been weighing you down, causing you to be unproductive and inefficient in your daily activities. Whoa, what are your thoughts on this?
I mean, that's fascinating and all, but I'm gonna call you out on this. How do you know this to be true, that my lack of sleep accumulates and causes my daily drowsiness?
Ah, good question. First, I'll explain the drowsiness part. There's a test you can do to see how drowsy someone is called the multiple sleep latency test.
Lots of words.
Yep. Anyways, for this test, first you take someone and you have them lie down in a dark room for 20 minutes. You then record how long it takes for them to fall asleep. If they fall asleep in 15 to 20 minutes, chances are they have low sleep depth, and this is ideal. They're not very drowsy. But if someone has very high sleep depth, like you, then they'll fall asleep in around 0 to 5 minutes. This is called the twilight zone. You don't want to be here. I'll demonstrate this test. Now, let's find someone with a high sleep debt. How about you?
Me?
I'm just gonna have you lie down for 20 minutes, and you can fall asleep whenever you want.
Fine, whatever. But just so you know, I don't feel that drowsy. Oh man, I'm in the twilight zone, aren't I?
You bet. Alright, this is pretty convincing.
But do you happen to have any more evidence?
Yes. Yes, I do actually. This next test takes about a month though, so I'm not going to demonstrate for you. Instead, I'll show you the results, and I'll tell you what it means. This is the 14-hour test.
What they did for this test is they had subjects lay down for 14 hours each night for 5 weeks and recorded how much sleep they got total per night. As you can see here, the subject was asleep for a long time early on. Towards the end, the total sleep started to decline to a limit. Keep in mind, they still spend the same amount of time in bed each night, but towards the end of the study, they spend less time asleep. This is representative of sleep debt. Early on, they needed more sleep because there was a built-up debt beforehand, but as they got excess sleep and started to pay off the sleep debt, they simply didn't need as much sleep.
Okay, that's actually pretty interesting. Yep. Anyways, let's debrief. So, I'm convinced now that sleep debt affects our daily lives and it can be measured. It happens when we don't get enough sleep, and every time this happens, it adds to your total sleep debt. Is this right? Correct. But I think the real question is, how do we get rid of all the sleep debt? Good question. I alluded to this earlier, but basically to get rid of sleep debt, you have to pay it back by getting a surplus of sleep. Kind of like putting money in a bank to pay off a loan until it goes away. So let's say that I'm a person who needs 8 hours of sleep a night. If I get 6 hours of sleep tonight, then that means I have a sleep debt of 2 hours. But let's say I get 10 hours of sleep tomorrow, then that pays back my sleep debt of 2 hours. Yes, that sounds good. Okay, I think I'm getting it now. But what happens when I do pay off the sleep debt and there is no more? Ah, why don't you just try it out? I think you may be surprised by how good it feels. Anyways, looks like my job here is done. Good luck, and go get some sleep. Oh, okay. Thanks a lot, more sleepers.
After this encounter with more sleepers, I made it a mission to free myself from the debt holding me down.
Whew. 9 hours of sleep. Should be pretty good. Whew. This must be what it feels like to be awake. Whew. Ah, what an incredible feeling. Hey, looks like I finally got rid of all that sleep debt.
From then on out, I felt that I lived each day with more energy and alertness. I would look around me and see others still trapped in the world of sleep debt.
Oh, hey, how's your day?
But it looks like I have finally found a way to free myself from that world.